All right, hey guys, how you doing? I've got here 4 different prints of the same print of a translucent filament heart. The reason I have 4 is I'm going to be showing you 4 different ways in which you can paint and decorate your 3D prints. I love translucent because it gives you the most opportunity. White works great, as well as black. And so the ones we're going to be using today is we're going to be showing you how to paint with acrylic paint. A very cheap option, especially if you are a classroom or school teacher, because this paint is cheap. A lot of times you have it sitting around. We're going to be using spray paint. We're going to be using nail polish. And the last, Sharpie. So let's go ahead and start off with some of these. Now, with a lot of these, once you get them printed, you want to take some time and sand them, make sure they look nice and smooth the way you want. And so let's go ahead and start with the simplest, the cheapest, the easiest, and that's with Sharpie. What I like about Sharpie is it allows you to do minor details. And so with this Sharpie pen here, I have one that has for a more fine tip, if I want to get into some grooves and really intricate work, as well as the bigger. And it's pretty simple. You would just color just like you did back in your kindergarten days. And so if I wanted to just get in here and I wanted to make this purple, I would just go through and I would just start to color this in with the Sharpie. It's pretty straightforward. I don't know how else to tell you besides just color, as if you're 5 years old. What I like about the Sharpie is it's easy, it's simple, it's practical, it's quick. You can add as many colors as you want. And especially if you're using translucent filament, it allows you to do something else which is pretty cool, which I'll show you here in just a minute. And so I'm just going to color in just this top side for the sake of time. But I could go through and I could add in other colors. I can mix and match, and if I wanted to really make this look nice, if I had a more intricate design, I could get all sorts of colors and make it look really sharp. But I'm not going to do that for this video. But what I like about using translucent filament and Sharpie is if you want to take it to a next step and add some LED lights to your structure, it really allows the filament to pop. And so you can always kind of get these cool designs if you get some lights and stuff structured in it. So that's one way. Just using Sharpie to color it in that way. Option 2, nail polish. Most everybody has this or have some sitting in their house. Nail polish is also cheap. It's also easy to obtain and grab. What I like about nail polish is that it goes on really thick. And so if you haven't used nail polish, you're going to just take your time. Once again, deciding on what kind of colors you want. You could do a multiple of colors. The good thing about nail polish is it covers all the printing designs. So sometimes you can see the layers, you can see the grooves, depending on your type of printer. And so nail polish kind of covers in all those gaps. And so you can really get a nice looking print and covering all those blemishes using the nail polish. And so as you go through here, you just want to make sure it's a nice even coat. You can always do more than one layer, just like as if you were painting your nails or toes. Sometimes you have to do that. And you just put it on nice and thick, covering all the spots. And it looks really sharp when it's all done. So I'm going to go through here and probably actually finish this one off, not here in the video. But it looks really, really nice, especially if you get down with the glitter or different kind of paints, depending on what you're looking for. And that looks really sharp as well. I actually don't know how, if light would go through this or not. If I paint it all the way, probably not. But you can do a little bit. You can see that it goes through a little. And so I can put some other layers on there, it would still make it look sharp. And so there's another cheap alternative, dollar paint from the dollar stores or wherever. So we've got Sharpie, we've got nail polish. Okay, the next one here, I actually have this one a little bit of hot glue just so it won't go away on me. If I had a bigger 3D print, I would actually hang this off a string in the air so the paint wouldn't run. But spray paint works wonders as well. So I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way here, just so I don't get it all over my stuff. And spray paint, if you have it around, works really, really well. Depending on what you're doing, You can prime. You can use blue tape to cover spots. So say I wanted to do this in layers, I could add a little bit of blue tape here. Say I wanted to do this in half gold, half silver, I could just cover the first half up with tape, spray paint that one color, let it dry, tape on this side, let it dry, and boom, you're good to go. And so this is just all about even coats. A lot of kids, you guys like to get up close. That's not what you want to do. Get back about 12 to 18 inches and just kind of go over your layers. And so this is a nice gold. And so spray paint usually takes a couple coats. And so we'll let that kind of work through here a little bit. I'm just going to even out the sides. All right, and while that's drying, we'll come back to that. We'll do our final one, which is acrylic paint. And so I'm going to go ahead and just grab some paint here. I got some purple. Let me grab a paintbrush. All right, so all you do is just get some acrylic paint, any color of your choice, just a simple little paintbrush. And just kind of like coloring and painting and everything else in your life, it's going to probably require a couple coats. And so as I put this on here, this acrylic, all right, just putting it on, painting it on here. As you can see, in this particular one's going to need a couple coats. And so I will put this layer on, let it dry, and then I'll add another coat and get this looking the way I want. So there's one layer. I'll let this go ahead and dry, and then we'll come back and we'll do another coat of this gold, and then we'll see how they all look up, all finalized, finished, and looking good. All right, so to bring this to a close, let's take a look at these final 4 designs, and you can determine what you want to do, and you create your own experiments. So the first one here, this is the Sharpie, okay, looking good, and just a couple more coats of Sharpie, but this really cleans it up and makes it look nice. Next one here, this is the acrylic paint. This is the purple. I know it's hard to read, but with a couple coats, it does go on nice and thick and covers up a lot of the blemishes, so also looking sharp. This one here is the nail polish. You can see this one has the glitter in it. Looks really nice, sharp, looks good, covers up all blemishes. You can't even see like the 3D print grooves because it's so thick and goes on nice. And then the last is the spray paint, which I did gold, and you can see this one's still drying a little bit, but with a couple coats really goes on nice and well and looks pretty sharp. And so there you have it, 4 different ways to paint, all very cheap and expensive. Nail polish is cheap, acrylic paint is cheap, Sharpies are cheap, and spray paint is also cheap. Guys, I look forward to seeing what you do. Take your time, do the artwork, and let me know if you have any questions. And this is 4 ways in which you can design your 3D prints and take it to the next level.